The Sprint Backlog is the set of product backlog items selected for the sprint, plus a plan for delivering the product increment and realizing the sprint goal. The Sprint Backlog is a forecast predicting what functionality will be in the next increment and the work needed to deliver that functionality into a done increment. The Sprint Backlog makes all the work visible that the development team identifies as necessary to meet the sprint goal. To ensure continuous improvement, it includes at least one high-priority process improvement that was identified in the previous retrospective meeting. The Sprint Backlog is a plan with enough detail that any in-progress changes can be understood in the daily Scrum. During the sprint, the development team modifies the Sprint Backlog, which emerges throughout the sprint. And this emergence occurs as the development team works through the plan and learns more about the work needed to achieve the sprint goal. As new work is required, the development team adds it to the Sprint Backlog. As work is performed or completed, the estimated remaining work is updated. And when elements of the plan are deemed unnecessary, they're removed. Only the development team can change its Sprint Backlog, which is a highly visible, real-time picture of the work that they plan to accomplish during the sprint, and it belongs solely to the development team. Monitoring sprint progress. At any point in time in a sprint, the total work remaining in the Sprint Backlog can be summed. The development team tracks the total work remaining at least every daily Scrum to project the likelihood of achieving the sprint goal. And by tracking the remaining work throughout the sprint, the development team can manage its progress. With the next video, we'll go over the increment.